I went on a search to find the best text title settings in DaVinci Resolve to create the coolest looking titles to grab the viewer's attention. In this case, you're the viewer, so how did I do? Okay, now for the juicy information you came to this video looking for, we're gonna be going over the 5 different settings here in DaVinci Resolve. Let's get straight into it. All right, guys. We're gonna be using DaVinci Resolve Studio. Oh, and sorry, I took you guys from the video, so let's just roll the tutorial. All right, so in here, you can see there are 3 text effects that we're going to learn. This is text effect number 1. Got a nice, good look to it. Now this will be text style number 2. And last but not least, this movement effect text will be the last text that you'll be learning. Let's hop straight into it. First thing you have to do is drag in a text plus on your composition. There are a few fonts that I use to level up the look of the style. So I'm gonna use Font Spring. So we're gonna go into the Fusion tab. Make sure your inspector tab is open. Now the first thing we're gonna do is hit Shift Space on our keyboard and search for a glow effect. Now we're gonna turn the glow effect however what you want it to look like, but I'm gonna put it at about 20 and then put the actual glow down to like 0.6. Then we're gonna do a drop shadow. Turn the shadow strength up all the way and turn the blur down. Now we're gonna just change the drop distance to where it's really up close on it, to where it barely looks like a shadow. Kind of looks something like this. We can even move it a little closer as well if we really want to. But really, if you want it to look better, you can just continue to turn up the shadow strength to really emphasize it. The next thing you need to do is come over to the inspector tab and go to shading and go under number 2, select element number 2 under the red outline, and we're gonna enable this. Now this color could be totally up to you, but what we're gonna do is turn up the thickness to the max, which is 0.1, and then I'm personally gonna change the color to black. Now if you enable it and put it on behind something, the text effect is now done, and this is what you have it looking like now. And that, guys, is text title number 1. All right, for text number 2, we're doing the same thing. We're gonna drag and drop a text plus above it. In the font, we're gonna do impact as the font. I'm just gonna type in here, blue text, and scale it up. Go to the Fusion tab. Now the first thing we're gonna do is Shift Space for a glow. We're gonna add that on. Now for the glow size, we're gonna turn this at about 75, and then for the actual glow, we'll do about a 0.8. Now we're gonna click the glow and do a Shift Space and do a drop shadow. We're essentially gonna do the same exact effect that we did as the last time, turning the shadow strength up and turning the blur down. Now on the drop shadow, we're gonna hit Shift Space and search for scan lines. Using the line frequency, we're gonna turn this all the way up. Basically, you can turn up the line sharpness, then come to the color, and we're gonna turn it to this bright blue like this. Now we're almost done, but we're not quite done. Now under the scan lines, we're gonna hit Shift Space and search for a soft glow. We're gonna apply our soft glow. Now you're gonna notice you're gonna have this super glowy effect, but there's a few things we can do to fix it. First thing you need to do is turn the threshold to about 0.04, the gain to about 3, almost 4, and then the glow size down to about 0.3. Now to tie this all together, we're gonna go back to the edit page, go under shading, go to number 2 and select a red element. We're gonna go to the color, turn it black, click OK, and turn the thickness all the way up. Now you will notice that once you turn the thickness all the way up, your text now looks like this. And if you want, you can play with the actual thickness of your text title and make it look customized to however you want it to look. This is all the way up. I personally like that, but you can also do it halfway up and make it look like this. Totally in your field. Now this is the movement text. As you can see, the text is moving around. Dragging in a text plus, we're gonna go and do Gotham Ultra as the text, and we're just gonna do move. Now what we're gonna do is just zoom it up and essentially center the move and go into the Fusion tab. Now under the template, we're gonna hit Shift Space and search for a displace. Now we're gonna come over to the type and choose XY. We're gonna turn our X to about 0.005, our Y to about 0.003, and our light angle at 101. Under displace, we're gonna hit Shift Space and search for a stop motion. Enter that in, and under the frame repeat, we're gonna go to 10. Now under stop motion here, we're gonna hit Shift Space and search for fast noise. Make sure your output of the stop motion goes into the green input of the displace, and your output of the fast noise goes into the yellow of the stop motion. This is key because this is how the effect will be created. Now we're gonna hit Shift Space for a soft glow. We're gonna place this soft glow right here, and using the output of the displace, we're gonna connect it to the soft glow. Now coming right here, we're just gonna drag and drop a transform node, and we're gonna take the output of this and change it to the yellow of the transform. Now lastly, taking the output of your transform 1 and changing it to all the way to the media 1. Now after all of that, your text should move around like this. And guys, if you want the best editing assets for DaVinci Resolve, then my editing assets, pre-animate, and my sound effects used in this video will all be in the first link down in the description, ryanherrick.com. Thank you guys for watching this video, and please leave a comment below and subscribe if you want $1 million.